Welcome to AdMaths. Learn mathematics with ease and fun. This is Teacher Mike's TV. Please don't forget to subscribe. Enjoy watching while learning. Stay tuned. Good morning. Welcome to AdMaths. Again, this is Sir Mike and I will be your mathematics teacher for the day. Today, we will be discussing about solving direct proportion problems. Likewise, in solving partitive proportion problems, the first thing that we need to know or the first thing that we need to do is to tell whether a problem is a direct proportion problem or not. So how do we do it again? We do step 1, which is to set up the proportion. So let's have an example. 2 candies cost 5 pesos. How much do 10 candies cost? So let's do step 1, which is to set up the proportion. Again, we must have 2 equal ratios. One ratio here equals another ratio over there. So don't forget to put the label. So candies, letter C, cost. So just because you will be using the same letter, let's try another symbol. Since that is the currency is pesos, I use the symbol for peso sign or the peso sign. So yan. So sa kabila, dahil equal sila, ganun din yung magiging label. Now we put the numbers that we see in the problem. So 2 candies. So hindi pwede rito yan kasi 2 is for the candies and 5 should be here because it is for pesos or for the cost. Next, the remaining given is 10 candies. Yan, dito yan. After setting up the proportion, we will see that we only have 1 blank. So, ibig sabihin nun, kung 1 blank, hindi siya partitive proportion. Pwede siyang direct proportion o pwede siyang inverse. So, pag nakakita kayo ng 1 blank, your job does not end there. Di pa nagtatapos. Still, you have to analyze. No, kasi pag 1 blank, pwedeng direct proportion, pwedeng inverse proportion. Mag-a-analyze pa tayo. Paano mag-analyze? We will try to find out if one value increases, the other value also increases. So, analyze tayo. Kapag ba dumami yung binili nating candy, tataas din ba yung halagang babayaran natin? Yan. If one value increases, the other also increases. Kapag parehas, ang nangyayari, tumataas parehas, o kaya bumababa parehas, direct proportion yon. Again, may isang blank, tapos yung value increases, the other value also increases, automatic yon, direct. Diba ang dali? Yan. No? Let's proceed to step 2. No? Step 2, multiply the complete terms. Complete terms. Mas madaling mag-solve ng direct proportion problem kaysa partitive. Para sa mga madali, pero mas maikli. No? When solving direct proportion problems, we just form that, no? Yung the big smile connecting the firm and the first term of the first ratio and the second term of the second ratio. Tapos yung small smile, yan, connecting the second term of the first ratio and the first term of the second ratio. So makakita kayo ganyan. Again, to review our lesson about proportion, ang tawag doon sa nasa labas, yung malaking smile, these two terms are called the extremes. Extremes. We call this the extremes. And then, the inner terms, yung dalawang nasa loob na numbers connected by the small smile, we call them the means. Yan. So what do we need to do? Complete terms. So yung extremes natin, as you can see, one number is missing. So that is incomplete. Let's look for the means. So you have two numbers. So yung numbers ay multiply natin in step 2 are the means because they are the complete terms. So 5 times 10. 5 times 10. What will be the answer? Is 50. Next, 3. Divide the product by the remaining number. Yeah. So what is the product? That is 50 divided by, what is the remaining number? That is unused. Yung 2. Yung natitira, wala siyang pair. So 50 divided by 2. 50 divided by 2, the answer is 25. Again, this will be our final answer. Do not forget to put the label. So mapapansin nyo sa label, nawawala yung may peso sign. So nawawala yung amount or yung cost na babayaran. So the right label for this is PHP. 25 pesos. And this will be our final answer. So let's have another example. So there are 3 boys for every 4 girls. If there are 15 boys, how many girls are there? So again, this is an example of a direct proportion. That is not pretty obvious. Yung characteristic niya ng pagiging direct proportion. Ibig sabihin lang, pag dumami yung boys, dadami rin yung girls. Pero hindi siya talaga ganun ka-obvious na if one value increases, the other value also increases. It all happens because it is what is stated in the problem. No? So again, let's try to tell if this is a direct proportion or not. So let's do step 1. So we have ratios which are equal. So label boys to girls, boys to girls. So 3 boys for every 4 girls. So 15 boys, it should be here. And how many girls are there? So again, after doing step 1, you will see that there is only one blank. And again, this is not partitive. It only means that it can be direct proportion or inverse. So, eto direct to. No? Pag dumami yung boys, dapat dumami rin yung number of girls. So, ngayon, dahil natukoy na natin, we're able to tell that this is direct proportion problem, we can already proceed to step 2. No? But before that, we make 2 smiles. Wala na siyang ink. So we have 2 smiles. Step 2, multiply the complete terms. So ang kompleto dyan is yung 4 and 15. Because they are pair. So yung 3, walang ka-partner. So we multiply 4 times 15. You get 60. So that will that. Next, let's move on to step 3. Divide the product by the number. So 60 divided by the remaining number left unused, hindi pa nagagamit, yung walang ka-partner, that is 3. So be 20. And what will be the label? That will be girls. So that will be your final answer. At yun din naman yung hinahanap sa problem. How many girls are there? So ngayon, let's have the third example. Mary can type 20 words per minute. How many words can she type in 5 minutes? So let's try to tell whether this is a direct proportion problem or not. So let's do step 1. So set up the proportion, one ratio there equal to another ratio over there. So our ratio will be, the label will be words per minute. And so now we put the numbers that we see in the problem in this proportion. If we're gonna look at the problem, parang dalawang numbers na nakikita natin. Pero tatlo yan. So, 20 words, gano'n daw niya kabilis na type yan? Per minute. So, when you say per, it talks about 1. No? Yung an apple, that means 1 apple. A minute, that means 1 minute. Yung per minute, that means 1 minute. Per hour, that means 1 hour. So, yung 20 words, Mary can type that in 1 minute. Yan yung nakatagong number dyan. And then, the other number left is 5 minutes. So, hindi siya pwede rito because it talks about the number of words. 5 minutes should be placed here. Yeah. So again, you see one blank. It only means that it's not a partitive proportion. So again, after seeing one blank, we can say that it is either direct or inverse. Still, we have to analyze. O mag-iisip pa tayo. Pag dumami ba yung words, dadami di ba yung oras na itatype nyo to? O hahaba din yung oras? O kaya, pag humaba yung na meron siya, mas maraming words siyang itatype. Siyempre, di ba? Marami kang oras, marami kang itatype. Pag nag-increase yung number of minutes mo, mag-increase din yung number of words na matatype mo. Kasi mas marami kang oras para gumawa. Automatic yan, may one blank, one value increases, the other value also increases. Direct proportion yan. So now, we are able to tell that this is a direct proportion problem. Pwede na tayo mag-proceed sa step 2. Multiply the complete terms. So, gawa muna tayo ng smile. So, in this example, ang kompleto yung big smile, which are the extremes. So, multiply natin yan. 20 times 5, we get 100. So, our product is 100. So, let's move on to step 3. Divide the product 100 by the remaining number o yung number na walang kapares, that is 1. So, ito madali. 100 divided by 1 is still the same number, which is 100. The only question here is, what will be the label of this number? Dahil sa blank, W yun, words yun. And another clue, go back to the question, how many words ang tinatanong? So, 100 will be the number of words. Our final answer will be 100 words. So, that's how easy how to solve direct proportion problems. Ang clue lang natin, may isang blank, tapos we have to analyze. Dapat, pag lumaki yung isa, nag-increase din yung isa. Pag nag-decrease yung isa, nag-decrease din yung isa. Tapos, paano i-solve? Just make small smile and big smile. Ano lang siya kadali. So that ends our lesson about direct proportion. Thank you and see you in the next lesson.